Hello, Trashkin. Those of you that are already familiar with Drakengard, feel free to hit the timestamp skip down below. But for those of you new to the run, Drakengard explores some dark themes not typical to the PS2 era. So, the Nightmare Fuel and Squick are real possibilities here. So, if you find the Nightmare Fuel or Squick upon you, please stop the video and see to your own mental well-being. Having a few antidote videos on hand is probably a good idea. Perhaps your favorite catto, or your favorite doggo, or mayhap a fox making a faceplant would be a good choice. That said, as always, I value your mental well-being more than views or watch time on this channel. So if you're feeling up to it, terrific. If not, thanks for stopping in. Alright, Trashkin, let's get the episode going. Ladies, gentlemen, esteemed non-binaries, and first, Trashkin all, good evening and welcome to Trash Fear Gaming. I'm your humble host, Raspa Trashbear, and today we're getting right back into Drakengard. Last time we finished up Chapter 2 relatively quickly. Inuart and Verdelet have been captured while protecting the goddess, Fury, forswears her own heart and urges Cain to rescue them. Well, here goes. The desert, please. Desert of the Moon. That sounds interesting. I remember being a little salty about this section. But nothing, a few hours of grind can't solve. Yep, I've been busy, gathering odds and ends as I go. Granted, I'm still terrible at flight, but...
Thank goodness you're safe.
What of Inuart and Verdelet? Were they taken?
Yes, to protect me.
So, the dungeon must be close. Break through and we may find them.
I'm good at breaking things.
I will be safe. I am a goddess after all. Please, Kaim, you must save Inuart and Verdelet.
Three Eyes seems like a good bean. Oh, which reminds me, Trashkin, I should give you the heads up again. For those of you that don't know Drakengard, Drakengard has Berserk vibes in spades. It explores loss, pain, agony, dark themes in general, and even the allies have some problematic traits, to say the least. So if at any point you feel the Squick or Nightmare Fuel upon you, please stop the video, check in with yourself, and maybe go do something else if you're not feeling so great. Your well-being is more important than views here, Trashkin, or watch time, or any other metric for that matter. Hierarch Verdelet and Inuhart have been captured by the Empire. Having left Fury alone, Kaim flies for the Black Desert night towards the Imperial dungeon where he believes they are. Who knows what wacky new obstacles I'm gonna face here. Oh, tune change.
This darkness, I cannot see who is foe and who is friend. Does that matter to you?
At the moment, not so much. sacrifices. Right, we all gotta make sacrifices.
So accustomed to denying the truth.
Perhaps. I mean, I don't know Khan's mind any better than I know yours, Red. I just hear from you more. Not really. I assume not really. Well, not pretty, but it'll do. Ah, that went relatively smooth.
Go to the prison and free Verdelay.
That's the plan. Ooh, a healthy gain in power. Might ask Rast, why did you skip the expedition? And honestly, I forgot how dull as dishwater most of the expeditions are. I'll have to do them eventually.
I sense it.
I was going for glory vein. There we go. Just start this level by running in the wrong direction entirely. We're going for an hour? Great. More than enough time.
I am the hierarch Verdelay, imprisoned by the Empire. Can anyone hear me? Can anyone hear me?
This voice. Is it Verdelay?
Interestingly enough, I forgot to mention it, but the series title isn't Drakengard in Japan. It's actually Dragon Dragoon. Fitting, but a little on the nose. I'll take it from here.
If I can
I
hear
take out the brown
your
shirt?
voice, then you too have a pact?
Yep.
Time. You must be careful. The prison is well guarded by the Empire.
Oh, I'm counting on it. Better XP out here in the desert. Good to know. I have to remember that for the long grind ahead. I'm betting a chest that's already spawned in is not necessarily what I'm after. Lone enemies no doubt are timed. Well, this is very cool looking. Wonder if it'll be important later. I'm willing to bet. I mean, look at this thing. Got a big glowing ring and everything. I suppose that's enough goofing around. Back to the prison. So I can't help but wonder about the Watchers. I mean, I know they show up in writing now. What makes them so dangerous? Such not risk. Come on. Oh, these are a different style of trooper. I see.
You have made a pact with a dragon? What fate! Who gave you such a powerful pact beast?
The willingness to sacrifice my voice? desperation. Oh, these lanky boys is kind of disturbing that I get a clear look. Something off about the length of those limbs to me. Yep, lots to go.
I sense no trace of Inuart. Was he taken elsewhere?
Well, that'd be my best guess. Got a little Knight's Vow in, which is one of the rare weapons with a happy story. Probably my favorite spear in the game. Oh, there are stronger. This is my go-to.
I am the hierarch who guards the seas. Only one man before the might of the Empire.
Yeah, that might seem more and more like reanimated armor to me, but I suppose not everybody is a warrior by profession. Incidentally, if you're wondering what Bertollet gave up for his pack, his hair, hence the pack mark on his skull. that worked out nicely. Not perfect, but I'll take it. One siege operator desperately trying to get the bolts to bend in the wrong direction. I must admire the tenacity, even though I hate the ballistae operators with the passion of 1,000 burning suns. Oh, I don't have to wipe out everyone, but I want the XP. Wipe out these regulars. Well, don't want the mission to end early. Before I dropped absolutely everyone.
This is the Empire's dungeon. Quickly, to the attack!
Well, that's all but the rando in the corner. I wonder. Let's make a little trip. Just be sure. After all, I want to be perfect if possible, although I suspect that guy in the far corner is just another DPS check. Never really got good at those. I'm sure a pile of grinding will be something. Yep. Well, it was worth a go. Alright, well, let's ping this last soldier. Let's unload lucky finale. Just to sake my curiosity. I doubt it's a weapon, but I've been wrong before. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I expected.
Inuart was taken to a different prison. I pray that he is unharmed.
Oh dear. Well, this is a new and fascinating problem.
Galek nearly fain Attila. Galek nearly fain Attila.
Okay, forget this. New plan. Run away! I think there's a health chest somewhere around here. Not? Well, I just look stupid. And that looked stupid before, Trash. Two pips of health. I got straight up wrecked. Cheesy? Yes. Effective? Very much so. Oh, okay. We're gonna play the off-screen regen? Alright. Okay, I can deal.
I'm here. Please help me.
Alright. Well, no shiny new weapon for us. But some shiny new levels. Yeah, save. Don't want to lose that sweet, sweet Pergrizo.
I thought we were done for. Their eyes. Their eyes. It's...
Yeah, I'm gonna make a
I
bet.
owe you my life. They even took the hierarch. Thank you. You saved.
Sir Kyle, you were younger than I.
Yeah, I get that a lot. It's the face. Don't see any obvious weapon here, but it pays to revisit some story
At
chapters from
last.
time to time.
So, you are Kyle.
Yep.
Verdelay, you know something. Tell us, what is happening?
The Empire is not satisfied with mere conquest. They seek complete reconstruction.
What?
Of the world?
Yes.
Oh,
They
dear
want
God.
the seeds of resurrection that will appear when the seals are broken. The goddess's life is in great danger.
The seeds of resurrection? Humans twist even the myths to their own purposes.
Please help. The Empire must not destroy these holy places. The entire world is in danger. As
So an
each
average
seal is
Tuesday
broken,
afternoon.
The burden on the goddess grows greater still. Please! Even the Empire's soldiers deserve our mercy.
If it were mine to give.
You cannot preach to this one. He cares only for settling old grudges.
May the gods bless us, their poor children.
What difference between he who prays and he who kills? Fools, one and all, these humans.
Getting real Nietzschean up in here. The Empire is plotting to destroy the seals, kill the goddess, and thus release the seeds of resurrection. Inuart has been taken to a different Imperial prison, where a voice of the cult of the Watcher speaks to him relentlessly.
If only I had more strength.
If only I had more strength, then I could protect Furii.
Oh, that's disturbing.
I could protect her and make her my own.
Stop it.
Take her in my arms, surrender her to no man, my betrothed. She shall love only me.
Please stop.
All mine, Furii, all mine, all mine, all mine. No man can have her, no man, not even Kaim.
No. No more.
Loves only me, looks only to me, holds only me. Furii loves only me. Me. Forgive me. Deeply, deeply. Please forgive me. Gaze only on me. Please, gaze upon me. The goddess will die. The one who serves as the seal must be killed by the strain. The burden will destroy her.
No.
She is just a normal woman, one who was to lie beside you, laughing and carefree.
If she ceases to be a goddess, can she become a woman again?
For many, many years,
What
Inuart.
should I do? I want to help her.
you need strength. Strength that comes from a pact with a dragon.
Oh, no.
Kaim could help.
Kaim, allow him to bathe in her gratitude and love.
She...
She is my bride. She is my bride. Her kisses are mine alone. Her love is mine alone. If only I had the strength.
I told you this gets dark.
If only I had the strength.
Shit. Oh god, the ice. At Burleigh's urging, time flies to the seal in the desert. But waiting in the sky above are gargoyles, creatures born of lifeless stone. Sounds like a good time to me.
If we do not stop them quickly, the temple will be lost. Now go!
The sea, the forest. They are trying to destroy a seal that protects the world.
That felt wonky, but it worked.
The goddess's burden grows. It must not be if the temple seal fails.
Well, that's what they mean by gargoyles. Well, that's a new disturbing twist.
Seal is the desert temple. You must hurry there. Your sister, the goddess, despairs under the burden. Forgive me.
Mine too.
The goddess seal is the key that maintains order in this world.
All right. Down we go.
Quickly! They must not destroy the holy place. Please, hurry, Kaim.
Yay! More dragon power.
The seals... The temples keep chaos from the world. Kaim, they must never be broken.
You've annoyed me now. Something almost comical about the fat hoplites. And yet, they spin like tops. It's... like, I think they're trying to get me to take them less seriously, and yet, they are actually quite robust. There's something that just feels good about using Kaim's sword. Maybe it's the speed. Maybe it's the ease of combos. Relatively generous reach for a starter weapon. Alright, one column left. Let's get him. As for what's going on here, it's a random formation out of the middle of nowhere. I want to know what's up.
Quickly! Kaim! The temple will be lost!
For those of you not playing along at home, the flight controls are in fact reverse stick. That goes for the head tilt. You actually have three positions: low, mid, and high. course there are Argentinians. How silly of me. Oh, red hoplite, huh? Well, that was effective. That was a bad plan. Well, that was a lucky blind swing.
The seal must hold. It must.
So he keeps saying. Nothing like a existential crisis for the world. I don't know what it is about setting off explosive orbs that amuses me so damn much. It just does.
No. May the gods have mercy upon us.
Oh, there's not going to be a lot of mercy to go around when I'm done. That's a population reduction joke. Oh wow, I really zipped through this section, huh? Lucky leftover, huh? Remember to finish your food before you fly off, Trashkin. They will regen off screen. And unless you're going for a particularly high chain count, it's a little bit counterproductive. No mercy, etc. No, I gotta say, the suddenly silent protagonist works out here. It's nice to have an in-game reason. Which, honestly, Trashkin, I've only seen an explanation twice in games I remember. Like, it's Final Fantasy VIII and this. Ward and Kine. I'm sure there's others somewhere. Probably a lot more in recent games. Come to think of it, is there any good mute representation in video games these days? As opposed to they never explain why they don't speak, they're just understood to be a silent protagonist? I'm curious because, how can I put it? Autism gets some representation these days, but there are still a lot that go, oh, we don't know if they're on the spectrum, they're just quirky, which is often an excuse to get out of doing research and work. Because if you don't give them a specific diagnosis, and this goes for a lot for characters, you don't have to do the work and research that goes into portraying that well. It's a little bit of a dodge, and how can I put it? As mixed as the things I'm hearing about the sequel to Hellblade, Setsuna's Journey, was it? Well, Hellblade 2. Ninja Fury really sweated the detail work on that. So, I gotta say, hats off. You showed the industry what the standard could be, and you put them to shame on that. So, even if the sequel isn't as strong as the first, hey, that's fine. I'm still curious to see what you do with it. And if you keep the ball rolling on that portrayal. But yeah, the problem with the, we're gonna let the audience interpret it, is it's also a pretty good excuse to avoid putting in the work it would take, the context you'd have to make to do it well. And to be fair, I tend to be nicer to indie devs about that than I am with a lot of other things, Although there have been a handful of games I passed on because, well, the old, the villain is mentally ill thing comes up, and it's me going, there are usually other problems. It's rarely the last straw because, let's face it, historically speaking, horror hasn't been kind to folks that suffer from mental illness. It's gotten better and continues to, but, you know, they keep portraying somebody with a mental illness as dangerous very often. And, you know, growing up in the 80s, being familiar with VHS box art and the genre, like, I get it. Like, there used to be morality codes, and, like, you know, it was a get-out-of-jail-free card for character motivations. So, like, that's very tempting to a certain kind of writer, who I feel is the same kind of writer who will make an assistant's job to make sure their coffee mug is never empty when their desk is right next to the coffee maker. I'm calling them lazy is what I'm doing. And to be fair, there are some advantages to lazy writing. Oh, hell, lazy everything is advantageous at the right time. Well, I feel there's a time and place for that. Representation is something you should really think about when you're in that space. Like, you know, where did the trope come from? How can I subvert it? You know, splatterpunk it. Turn the story on its head. Okay, so they're not immune, just reflex. Oh, I got all but one. Well, I want to be perfect, goddammit. Stay right there, I'll be back. Well, they did get all but one. Okay, now we're perfect again. Wait, they survived? You are officially the unluckiest lucky trooper on this battlefront. I salute you. Because honestly, if I were you, I'd just lay back down in the sand and hope Kime didn't notice. Then I'd run for dear life. So I'll remind you, Kime has taken out several population centers worth of people. Actually, here's a fun one. So, your status screen gives you to level up in specific kills for weapons, the current level, your level, HP, Dragon XP, kills for the mission, and total kills, and currently we're at 13,488, which I believe is a small hamlet. Oh, number of attacks and percentage of weapons collected. At a very healthy 14%. Honestly, I hadn't bothered to look outside of the weapon speed. You can tell where I care about. My weapon nerd really enjoys this game, just for variation in design, how a lot of designs change as they level up, and the thing that really hooked me were the stories attached to each level of the weapon. As a young man, that really felt fun to dig in and learn about the lore of the world. No need to thank me. Second-degree burns are my gift to you.
Imperial Arbalesters. They are the enemy of the Flying Dragon.
Yeah?
Defeat them first.
Inuart's heart fallen on the sand. Where is he?
What? Inuart wouldn't leave his heart. I mean, he carried that thing along in a war zone. I assume it's surgically attached at this point. Oh, I see we're serious now. Okay. Brought your A game today, boys. I'll take that. Thank you. Anything else new on the map? Nope, nothing new. Well, since now you're immune to magic, hee 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 hee. Excuse me, since none of you reflect magic. Oh, okay, so there are Velesters. Good to know. Wonder what they call those metal, tall, Caesar-looking dudes with the bats. Sentinels? Perhaps Praetorians? Jerks? Wait, that's just my little pet name for them. I'm not still salty about my original playthrough of this game, I swear. I'm salty about the first ending a little bit. Ah, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, by the way, you can just block bolts. Time's just slick like that. Seriously? I'd be upset if I wasn't impressed they accounted for the slow. That's just a lot more work than it's worth, really. Also, you guys could really use some better crossbows. I'm just saying, these things seem to drop early.
Destroy the seals.
You tell me,
Do
champ.
they seek the seeds of resurrection?
You just told me they did.
The red armor of the enemy somehow protects them from magic. Be careful.
So Inuart is not here.
Well, fortunately, I have one heal in the bag. Oh, I can't fly up that. Okay, good. Wrong button. Gotta be strategic with your placement of those. We got a nice long run up on them. Oop. Wrong sword. Right spear. Just gonna wind up from the other side of the ballpark here. Probably should have used the dragon. Too late now. Only 500 kills this round. Huh. Like I said, they actually are quite deadly. Fortunately for them, I prepped. can I also say, while I'm thinking of it, I really love how into the armor and design they got. Like, every little detail pops for me. As an arms and armor nerd, like, somebody really went buck wild on the design. Like, all of this is, for the most part, sensible. A lot of people go, but there's flourishes, and it's me going, yeah, this might come as a shock. But sometimes you did do flourishes. It all depends on who made your gear, or if you made it yourself. Believe it or not, artisans like doing one-offs from time to time for challenges, changes of pace, learning new techniques, or because they had an idea. Also, I suppose part of it is a lot of the exemplars we have of arms and armor that aren't dug out of rivers, that is, in museums that were kept and maintained often were nicer pieces because, well, folks have a bias to like nice things, better detail work, so on and so forth. So those were what tended to survive in collections, those are what tended to make it to museums, and thus, by having some of the high art examples, even a layman can tell looking at this it was ridiculously difficult to do and make. As a direct result, we see more detail work in pieces inspired by them. Now, if you want to go slightly higher on the realism factor, then yes, like the plate on these fellows and the rank and file soldiers, the riveted edges, probably not happening. Because, you know, that's an extra piece that doesn't really do anything for the protection factor on it. It's just a little artistic flourish. Did those kind of bolted ins exist? Sure.
The attack was only a diversion.
I'm pretty sure you can find a historic example.
Return to the seal at once.
And high articulation pieces also exist. You said I want to be perfect, goddammit.
Good. Now we can hurry to the seal.
Not bad. I don't know what old Vel's plan there is, but well, I hope it's good. We need all the help we can get.
The temple is ahead.
Hold on. Uno momento.
You must
All
cut
right.
around through.
I'm gonna go at this a little bit cockeyed. As I lost track of the verse numbers again. Oh wow, we can really go a ways. Alright, let's go a ways. Oh, there's a rock. Let's see if there's anything around here. I may just be burning runtime again, but, well, you want all the weapons and goodies, sometimes you gotta burn some runtime. Plenty of rocks around here. Aha! Persistence pays. And another weapon off the checklist. Let's see. Sword Smasher! Ah, this one's got another sad story to it. Well, step up, boys. I'm handing out sword lessons. Take notes now. You're gonna want that for your reincarnation. Step 1, don't die. Step 2, don't be tentative.
Look out! Servants of the darkness, be gone!
That sounds like Kime's statement, honestly. Nice of Red to use her words, boss. Sword Smasher. Attack is Pale Death. And if you're wondering, yes, that is a notched sword breaker, often used as a main garche by some. And a point of fascination for a young rasp. It's not so much a break as catch and control. It allows you greater leverage with the notches. Could it actually break a sword? Sure! If there's a flaw in the sword, or you are just ungodly strong. Alright. Uno momento, Trashkin. I gotta update. I did make a checklist. And before you ask, yes, I shared the weapon checklist with Sammy, just in case they needed one. After all, I'd already done the work. You can do a lot in Google Docs these days, I tell ya. Let's see. Not ground expeditions, event missions! There we go. The temple in the desert. The Imperial army swarms about it, intent on the seal's destruction. Now ghostly rasps rise from the ground set upon King or Kain. That's rough. Tom can't be having a great day.
Destroy the spirits of hell!
Successfully drawn to the seal, huh? Alright, I need something with a little more swipe range.
They seem to react to large movements.
Walk softly and carefully, you say. That's adorable. You know, I disregarded those instructions when I played it the first time because I'm like, I'm busy whacking things. I didn't know you could do that until just now. Or is there like, I'm stressing out trying to protect the seal. Well, if you don't have a plan of action, shut up.
From the temple. Drive them away now.
I'm working on it, Vel. What's the time limit on this thing?
The Imperial forces are drawn to the seal, like moths to a flame. Are the other temples safe?
Who knows, Vel? Who knows? Oh, those upgraded hoplites? Look upgraded. Oh yeah, they got a layout or a layout closer to a reds. You know, fancy little mohawk going on. I know it has a proper name, I just forget it. It doesn't come up a lot.
Fools!
Yeah, most likely. Pretty much like voluntarily marching into a lawnmower. Possibly a wood chipper. You know what? I'd like to change my answer to an industrial wood chipper now that I think about it. Not one of those things you rent to get a few spare twigs pared down to size. No, no, no. Something you shove whole logs into. Kind you need a dedicated crew to keep feeding for efficiency. Alright. Have it your way.
Do they possess the darkness? Or does it possess them? No matter.
I'm guessing it's mostly column
They
B.
shall die.
That sounds philosophical. I'm gonna rack that up to Red's internal monologue. No, seriously, time is not an inquisitive fellow. Oh, I don't think we're gonna get another chapter finished today. Honestly, Trashkin, I was kind of sort of dreading another flight section for a moment. Oh, these guys do a little better than double their fellows back at Castle. Guess they finally broke out the B-grade troops.
Is this the will of the gods? Is it their will that we be tested so?
Probably. I am saying it's happening. An even 100. but it worked, so I guess I'll take the credit. Oh. Just an entire formation of brutes in proper numbers now. Guess they're taking us seriously now. No more Zed Crate Troopers for us.
Is that Inuart's heart?
Heart keeps coming up. I get it. Inuart ain't here. You can ease off the gas on the harp a little. Oh, another little pro tip. When you're weapon hunting, make sure you consult a guide if you're playing on easy. Some weapons are only available if you complete the requirements on hard. Or excuse me, on normal. There isn't a hard mode, there's just normal and easy. You best believe Tiny Rouse played on easy. Again, I was a terrible pilot. I've gotten better. Not by a lot. Like, better enough to know you don't do an Immelman in a biplane. You can do an Immelman in a biplane, but it's not very effective. It sort of relies on a jet engine. If you don't know what I'm talking about, an Immelman is a maneuver in which what you do is you pull up hard, you do a vertical climb, hard and fast, and you break off, and there's a lot of argument about perfect Immelman. The perfect Petes tend to be arguing that if you do an Immelman, you need to break off to the left. But it amounts to pull up hard and fast and break off line, giving yourself a chance to get the drop on your opponent by breaking their sight line. The reason that doesn't work in a biplane is what happens is, instead of shooting up and then disappearing for a second as you pull hard to your direction of choice, because I'm not a stickler for the left.
The horror! The horror! I have never seen such sacrilege!
Well, you're going to see a lot more of it. You're talking about me. Slowly clearing the field as we Oh, I could speed things up, Trashkin, but again, I want that XP. I mean, the good news is Climb's life bar is also Red's. So that makes our life easier in flight too, and Trashkin, believe you me, I want an easier time in flight. I am terrible at it. Like, can barely limp through most expedition missions bad. Though, to be fair, a lot of the expeditions are a little tougher than when they become available, finishing the storyline that makes them available. They're excellent places for grinding out your weapons, although you can rewind and play any portion of the story you care to. Just rewinding back to the portion you wish to grind it out in is a little tricky. Me, I mostly just pop into the castle, the first section. Maybe do the courtyard if I'm feeling spicy, and then rewind. If you want to be able to develop both Kaim and the dragon, well, there's no better place than the castle environs. The first one you unlock after the skies. Over the castle. Because you can develop both as you play, and if you're clever and memorize the character positions, if you're really enterprising, you can get it done in about 40 minutes and wipe out the map, more or less. Oh, another free piece of advice while you're developing weapons. Don't let the attack power of the current form be the thing that determines what you level up. Because there are a few sleeper weapons every Drakengard game. You just need to know what they are. Very often they'll have like a progression of, for the first 3 levels, a boost of 1 attack power. And a ridiculously low starting point. Like 2. While I'm on it, every hand or every weapon in the game handles just a little differently. There are some common forms, but each have some of their own flourish. You know, finishing blows, where that places her placed into the combo chain, swing speed, reach, so on and so forth. But I've got a bargain basement in. You got your staffs, your maces, your swords, your long swords, your spears, your pole axes, your hammers. As a rule of thumb, hammers are slow but hit hard. Axes are also slow but hit hard. Swords are fast as hell but don't hit terribly hard, but their finishing blows and magic are very often worth the offset. And you can always grind out a chain with those. I wonder, the detail work on the bottom of those tunics, those tabards on these, line up more or less precisely where the folded and riveted line on the others does. I wonder if it wasn't a fashion choice. I wonder if that was them giving themselves a marker for other reskins. I bet if you look at the armors, you'll find little details that double as place markers for others. Because I bet they did the base armor, the base skin, and then started reskinning when they needed more baddies. Not a bad way to save resources, remodel time. Because if you only have to adjust a few things about the design, like add square spaulders, a pack and recolor the armor to tunic, I mean, I dare say that'd save you a bundle of time and hours, really. It's not a bad use of time in creative recycling. Because they do look distinct enough that my eye doesn't glaze over. Alright, I'll use advice. Soon be getting a whole lot of mileage out of this ability. At the moment. Note to self. Declare anti-magic armor a violation of the Anti-Geneva Convention. Because we Geneva probably won't go for banning a specific style of armor that prevents death by magic. Well, with the sheer number of magical war crimes committed in fantasy games, no doubt. Oh, it's a thing. Trust me, it's been done. Though, very often, it's a way of taking that whole, the guilt of a nation in wartime, so to speak, of what had to be done, and dumping that onto a single character, which feels like a really dick move in authorial intent. It can be interesting, but more often than not is me going, oh, for the love of Pete. Like, what are the other weird ones that happens to me on occasion? I'll read some trashy fantasy novels, some trashy vampire novels, you know, some pulp. Some low stakes, low brow affairs, because when you work a 50-hour week, Trashkin, well, 45 to 60, but splitting the difference, you're gonna have to read something to keep sane, or at least that's how I try to. There I go, doing it again. Fortunately, there's a life chest nearby.
Sire, the Imperial commanders have appeared on the battlefield.
I don't say. How did they get past me? The Empire's got better logistics, and I goddamn well know it by now. You know, for a level where I've only clacked up 300 kills, this feels a little rough. Well, let's get a look at these commanders, shall we? So help me God, if they've got laurels on, I'm kicking some. I knew it! I knew it, you cheap bastards! Oh, this is working out gravy. That didn't work out. Just Swear there was a chest somewhere around here. No pressure. Ah! That stings.
Destroy the spirits of hell!
Well, Trashkin.
They seem to react to large movement.
We have enough time. I think I'm gonna meander off for a bit and gather my thoughts, take a little break, and come back afresh and unsalted. See you in just a bit, Trashkin. Hiya, Trashkin. So, a little grinding later and we're back to it. I took the liberty of dropping us in about where we need to be. With our shiny new sword breaker. Well, sword smasher they call it, but I always knew it as a sword breaker. And it comes with a spiffy ability to ignore damage. Fortunately, I didn't mean to drop that when and where I did. Oh, I'm going to need that chest. Yes, sirree. Oh joy, I think I just drew a second. Oh. That swing is devastation. Oh no! Oh dear. I goofed around. Okay, that's slightly better. But yeah, as it turns out, I got some cheese for him now. And it gets better, Trashkin, because this doubles as your anti-magic. No, seriously, you can't take damage in that state. Damn it. That'll do. Well, it isn't the counter I meant to perform, but it'll do. Looks like a bar will do ya. And just because I hate having to replay a level from the top, particularly when I've cleared the damn near field. I thought myself, why not make a save state so we can save time? Oh. Right, no pressure. We're going to the cheese gudon special here. For those of you who don't know, that's when you melt down cheese over a bowl of beef. It's delicious, but cheesy. It's got a dangerous level of sodium, I'm telling you. Well, obviously, there are better and worse versions. No more screwing around. Did I mention it also boosts damage? Yep, it's a one-stop cheesecake factory. Uh-oh. I got a little overconfident. Oh, that was well timed. Cheese factor?
Ah! The seal! The seal is broken!
What? Oh dear God. Okay, enough of this. Red? I am sick of these commanders on this goddamn desert. Oh, you... They blocked me. Oh. Oh, that's diabolical. Well, if there's one thing I can do, it's scour for another chest. It might be cheap, it might be dirty, it might even be underhanded and against the spirit of the thing. I really don't want to start over. Yeah, like, if you want to see a Muso player go ape, see a single mistake cost them 2 hours effort sometime, Trashkin. It's otherworldly. Want to talk about controller shot puts? Yeah, there's your controller shot put right there. Must be a freebie somewhere. Oh, I'm going to be kicking myself about that chest for the rest of this game, aren't I? Spotting the old ballistae, but nary a chest to be had. I dare say, Trashkin, that was the only damn treasure chest on this map. Fell. Oh, we're in a bind. Hold on. Is that a something down there? Or am I just jumping at bushes, hoping for health? Yep, I'm jumping at bushes, hoping for health. Hold on. Bingo! Alright, that makes things doable. Diligence pays off, Trashkin. Never let anybody tell you otherwise. Well, to a degree. Some jobs call for diligence, others attention to detail, others still follow through, and occasionally just straight up brute force. Boy howdy, I'm lucky they hit that chest for me. Just too high to Dragonfire. my damnedest to slow this down. Oh.
This place has fallen. We should return to the goddess.
That was... I didn't need to fight them. Well, that's embarrassing. You're not wrong, Red. I'm just irritated at the timing. No shiny newness for us. Okay, fair enough. Yes, please. Ah, new free expedition. That's where the new shiny is. Kaim's efforts are in vain and the seal of the desert is destroyed. Bitterly disappointed, Kaim and Vertile return to where Furii awaits them. They show her Inuart's harp, which they found on the desert floor. What does this lost harp mean? Well, let's view it. Oh! You know, the last few times, there's been hidden stuff. I'd like to be certain.
Such a thing. What?
The truth?
Woman becomes goddess, and the betrothed is lost.
Well, I mean, it's missing now. How do you know lost?
A soldier gave his life protecting the goddess. The goddess's safety must come first. The goddess's safety must come.
Alright, let's make sure we chat everybody else up.
See Lady Furii, dirtied by the desert. It is good that the king can... It is good that the king...
I'm gonna kick myself if there's something hidden here. Ah. Well, let's play around at the edge and the far edge. Just a moment. Alright, I can't get past the tents. Good to know. Okay, well, let's get on with it then.
You are safe. But where is Inuart?
About that.
His harp.
It was lying on the desert sands.
Highness, does the burden grow greater now the desert seal is broken?
It's not the desert
Then
seal.
well. Quite well. But what of Inuart?
We have no idea. Meanwhile...
Oh, so the dragon grows stronger. And his pack partner, you too grow stronger,
Got the-
Kaim.
kind of a vermilion thing going on there. Unfortunately, you don't explain the advantages and disadvantages thereof. Yes. They just sort of fling you in. The Winter Wastelands. Ah. The Temple of the Desert's open to us now. I dare say that's worth doing, but I kind of want to hear the exposition here. Betrayal. Oh, Lord, here we go. Kaim and his small group flee the Empire and arrive in the Wastelands, where the weary troop sets up camp and seeks rest. But then the dark shadow of evil descends upon them. Alright, let's see what happens. Oh, what?
That smell.
Another dragon?
Uh-oh. Oh, great, we got an opposite number.
With a dragon? That means you have made a pact.
Fulero, come with me. There is nothing to fear. The world will be better now. You need not be the only sacrifice.
He has been broken.
I'm not weak anymore, Kayam. Why are you staring at me like that? I'm strong now. I traded my songs for strength, Kayam. I can protect you now, Fulero.
Seems like he kind of got off easy comparatively.
Don't give me that face, Kayam. I can see the scorn in your eyes. You would sacrifice your own sister in the service of revenge!
Not sacrifice, protect. Whoa. That's... sort of haven't seen in a long minute. Oh, great. He's got that crazed look in his eyes. Heck. Oh, no.
Kyle.
Get up, Kyle. We ain't done. Get the heck up. Uh-oh. God, that thing is creepy. Oh, he didn't last long.
Welcome to a world
Kaluka
without
freaking
song.
lay. That sounds horrible. That's a hell of a punctuation mark.
When Inuart turned his sword on me, I felt no compassion or mercy, not even fear.
He's gone.
No, only anger filled my heart. What right do I have to preach to others now?
Forget preaching. Preaching isn't what we need right now. Inuart flies in the direction of the Empire. Kime waits for the dragon's wounds to heal. Then, he too turns towards the Imperial lands. There's another cutscene, or are you dropping me straight in? Nope.
So
Okay.
many of them. It seems the day of the final reckoning approaches.
Well, I'll try my hand at it. Oh, we got 2 super bars now. Terrific.
Must go to the Imperial lands first. Now go and scatter the enemy before you!
I still really don't feel efficient at this. Oh, you can take pot shots through each other. That is cheap.
One who enters a pact is willing to exchange the irreplaceable for great power. Were the elves attacked so that they could no longer guard the seal?
Could be. I mean, you tell me, Cheech.
The seeds of resurrection appear when the world ends. So say the legends. None can know the world's fate if the goddess is lost. Could this be the end?
Yeah, search me red, I got no clue either. Great, they got their own dragons. Okay, well, not exactly earth-shattering, but I'll take it. Progress is progress, after all.
We must halt their advance. Our army is overwhelmed.
Well, Trashkin, it's not exactly a graceful slide in, but I'll take it. Yes, I'll save. I dare say this is probably where we're gonna call it for the episode.
If we ignore the Imperial troops, the Union will suffer. Time, can you scatter their army?
As columns were. Not a problem for dragons, bruh. Simple enough. Got a lot of odd-shaped monsters now.
The Empire is gathering its forces for a final battle. We need your help, Kaim.
Giants, goblins, and scythe. Don't mind if I do?
I cannot help but feel concern for the goddess. I think you worry as well, Kaim.
I do, in fact. Oh. It's a dead end. Okay. I'm, gonna make myself a liar again, Trashkin. I'm intrigued. I have no memory of this level. Good section of work on your dragon power. goblins on their side to boot. I know what level I'm coming to develop the dragon.
Stare too much at the back of your shield, and you may begin to forget the enemy.
You know, I was always given the advice, if you're lifting your shield over your eyes, you're doing it wrong, but I suppose not everyone gets that advice. It's good advice.
So many subhuman soldiers. We would do well to kill as many as we can. The Empire's army has broken through the center of the wastelands. Stop the advance!
So we got whole extra large gobos just hoisting around cannons on the battlefield. Is there a limit to what they can charge?
Does the spilling of the blood of so many amuse you so?
No. Can't laugh. I mean, you can cry, but you can't sob. I suppose you can sob, but you can't hear it. I mean, in a very real way, losing his voice, Kaim lost a lot of agency. Like, the utter inability of expressing yourself beyond physical. For Kaim, it's quite literally acta non verba because he doesn't get a choice anymore. Alright, what we got? Spiffy looking triangular hammers they got going on. I wonder if those were either a render or that was an actual design choice. Sometimes the design choice is, yeah, we'll go with the one that's easier to render. Well, that's not the ability I meant to use. I was going for a cheap shot, but it'll do.
The goddess, her feelings for you were special. But
what
good is that knowledge to you?
Okay, you keep talking about me like I'm a or you keep talking about Kaim like he's a monster already. Like, you seem to be putting a lot of faith on somebody you seem to think is one bad order at a burger takeaway from going on a killing spree. I must admit, I do like the goblin design. It's got these outsized daggers, these tiny glowing somethings in one hand, and appear to be attacking me in the equivalent of corrugated washboards.
Drive the finishing blow into their retreating backs. Ye His out is just.
Why do you care? This is a matter of survival, sir.
Because you're brother and sister? What manner of excuse is that?
Well, I was told to look after my sister. So I did that. I suppose would be times for joiner. Oh, we didn't get everyone. Want to make sure everyone's evenly roasted. It's really a heat management thing. Okay, I see what I was doing. I was off screen refilling them. I keep forgetting that's a factor in this.
The bodies pile higher, even as the flowers on the graves wither.
Well,
I understand your passion, but should you slaughter with such reckless abandon?
why not? Okay, Trashkin, that's where we're gonna call it. Assuming there isn't another movie. Ooh, Fing's Glaive. Lovely. Not yet. We'll do that later. Yes, overwrite, please and thank you. More free expeditions. Oh, uh-oh. Well, they're a lot more aggressive down here. I feel like there's going to be a chest here. Okay, I keep extending the episode, Trashkin. This and it's it. Hell or high water, I swear. I definitely got to see if there's a chest around here. Interesting. This church has an awful way on the way back. Fascinating. Oh, these guys are way more annoying than this overhead swell. Before I run into that next group, I want to see if there's an item around here. Uno momento. Alright, none that I'm seeing, but I won't be surprised if I end up back here if I just didn't look carefully enough.
Your parents were killed by a dragon?
Yep.
So, to the Empire, the goddess will be there.
Well, if you've got a better plan, I'm all ears. Wait, that was verse 6. Okay. 4, verse 6. I missed something, I know it. A man whose parents were murdered by a dragon who feels nothing but contempt for mankind. A chasm of distrust between them. The two battle the Imperial army. Can they be allies only in war? Well, okay, I said we're done, but I gotta see it. Oh.
Time. Your parents were killed by an Empire dragon.
Okay, that's it. That's it. That's all. Trashkin, we're gonna call it here. I'd like to thank you for coming out. I'd like to thank you for watching. I've been having a grand time racing Sammy, aka Transwitch Reviews. It's a nice excuse to change up my gameplay, and Trashkin, I gotta love with you. The main reason I'm racing Sammy is I couldn't figure out a way to make Muso interesting because it's a grind. Alright, Trashkin. Until next time, I'd like to remind you all to count your spoons, hydrate, medicate, and take care of yourselves as best you can. Don't forget to tell the people you love you give a good damn. Go play some games. Good night, and I'll see you all in the next one.